Mastering the modal verb, should. Let's talk advice. Hello everyone, and welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we are going to focus on an important part of English grammar, modal verbs. Specifically, we'll concentrate on the modal verb, should, which is often used when giving or asking for advice. So, if you're eager to expand your English vocabulary and improve your conversation skills, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Modal verbs in English are auxiliary verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. Today's star, should, is used to express what is likely, expected, or correct, and it's particularly useful when giving or asking for advice. An important note: should is used in the same form regardless of the subject. For example, you say, I should, you should, he should, we should, they should, etc. The verb that follows, should, is always in the base form. Now that we understand what should represents, let's look at how we can use it in sentences. Here are some examples. 1. You should drink plenty of water every day. 2. In this sentence, should is used to give advice about staying hydrated. 3. I should study for my exam. 4. Here, should expresses an obligation or expectation to study for an exam. 5. We should take the bus to the museum. 6. In this case, should is used to suggest a good idea or a recommendation. Remember, should is not as strong as must or have to. It is more like a suggestion or recommendation. Should can also be used to form questions, especially when seeking advice or an opinion. Here are a few examples. 1. Should I buy this dress? 2. Here, you're asking for advice or an opinion on purchasing the dress. 3. What should we do this weekend? 4. In this case, you're seeking suggestions for weekend activities. Finally, the negative form, should not, or the contraction, shouldn't, is used to advise against something. Let's look at a couple of examples. 1. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for your health. 2. In this sentence, shouldn't is advising against smoking because of health reasons. 3. They shouldn't be late for the meeting. 4. Here, shouldn't is expressing that being late for the meeting is not a good idea or is not acceptable. That's all for today's lesson on the modal verb, should. Now you know how to use should to give and ask for advice, to make recommendations, and to suggest what is right or wrong. Keep practicing these examples and try to come up with your own. Practice makes perfect, and you'll be a master of should in no time. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you found this lesson helpful. Stay tuned for our next session on English language learning. Happy learning!